Okay, Amanda, I'm going to take you through 10 different exercises. The first one, can you lay down on your back with your head down here? This is called the hip crossover stretch with palms down. Now just put your hands straight out to your sides with your palms down and your fingers out. Perfect. Why don't you scoot your feet forward just a smidgen and widen your stance a little bit so we're squared with your knees and your hips and your shoulders. Okay, now cross your right leg, your right foot, put your ankle on your left knee. Perfect. And now just drop that junction of your knee and, yep, right to the ground. Perfect. Now take your head and turn it the other direction. Perfect. And that's one half. Okay. We're not going to hold it the full time for this video. Let's just do the other side. Cross over. Let that drop down. Good. And that's as far as you can go down?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. You can come back up. Okay. You can stay exactly in the same position you're in now. Just stretch your legs straight out. Bring your feet a little closer together so they're about shoulder width. Tilt your feet so they're pointing straight up. Now I want you to put your right heel on top just between your first and second toes. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to want you to roll that way, generating all the motion from your head. Oh, actually, before you do that, tighten your thighs and your butt. And then after you've done that, go ahead and roll that way. Perfect. As far as you can, and then point your head in the opposite direction. Good. Okay, you can come back. Put your feet. Let's try it in the other direction. If you notice any differences here, tighten those thighs, tighten the butt. Yep, and roll as much as you can. If you notice any difference in tightness, soreness, mobility, that kind of suggests a difference between your two halves of your body. Okay, perfect. That was the crocodile. Let's go on to the standing windmill. So I need you to stand up right over here against the wall. Stand all the way to the edge so we have room for the different foot positions. Okay, stand with your body touching the wall, your feet up against the wall. Look down at your feet and try to get them nice and squared. Your left foot is a little angled out. Okay, perfect. Now stick your arms straight out to the sides, palms open, and I want you to, from the torso, bend from side to side, like you're wiping the wall. Perfect. And try not to have any motion in your hips at all. That was better. Good. Okay, that's the first position. Second position, stick your feet out a little further. Keep your feet against the wall. Perfect. Okay, and then again, through the torso. Keep those hips steady like you are. That's good. I like how you're keeping your head nice and straight and your arms are straight. Cool, that's the next position. Let's stretch out your feet a little bit more. Okay, let's square up that left foot. Perfect. Your arm, okay, need a little bit of a rest?
Yeah.
Okay, shake it out. Okay. Okay. And now go ahead and do your side to side. Good. Looks like you're loosening up through this. That's good. Okay, that was the third position, and now back to the original position. Perfect. Let's just do one more. Good. Good. Okay, that was standing windmill. Standing arm circles. Why don't you come out a little bit more, and you can just face me right there. Sure. Let's get those feet squared. Looks like your left foot wants to come out. That's an important thing for us to notice. Okay, now go ahead and stick your arms straight out to the sides. Point your thumbs towards me and curl your fingers in. Rotate your arms so yep, there you go. And now I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together just a tiny bit. You did that? Mm-hmm. Okay, and now just give me very small, yep. Go a little bit bigger. That's plenty big. Good. I noticed your right arm was a little bit lower than your other side, so that suggests we may have some shoulder dysfunction there. Okay, the next position, same thing, arms out to the side, but now point your thumb behind you. Perfect. And squeeze those shoulder blades together a little bit, and now go backward circles. Perfect. Looks good. Your shoulders and arms looked a little bit more even that time. Okay, this one's called static extension position. So I want you to get on your hands and knees. You can put your head in that direction. I want
You're gonna have to go sit, baby.
Can you come back over here? Thanks, sweetie. Knees below your hips, perfect. Want your hands below your shoulders. So hold on. Bring your hands in just a little bit so that we're nice between your shoulders. Okay. Now I want you actually to move your hands out a little bit. Yep, that's good. Now she's doing fists instead of palms because her wrist is a little bit sore and this is more comfortable for her. So, okay, now let's shift your weight forward just a little bit more if you can, if you're comfortable. And now drop your lumbar back. So, yep, so you're arching your back. And then collapse the space between your shoulder blades, and you can drop your head all the way down. And you can just relax in that position. Okay, that looks good. You can stand up. Actually, stay down. Just lay down on your side, sorry. We're gonna do upper spinal floor twist. Okay. Put your arms straight out in front of you. Put the other one on top so your two palms are on top of each other. That's good. I'm gonna check your shoulders to make sure you're stacked. Let's get your bottom shoulder shifted towards me, your bottom shoulder, or shift your top shoulder back. Cool. And bring your knees up so that we get as close to a 90-degree angle as we can. Perfect. Okay, all you're gonna do is roll and open up. I want you to keep your face on your hand as you go. Yep, and then go as far as you can. Notice your knees slid a little bit, so we'll try to get that better in the next position. Okay, and come back. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's spin around and do the other side, and we'll focus on trying to keep your knees from sliding at all. Good. Okay, let's tuck those knees up a bit higher if you can. Let's have your top shoulder, let's have that slide back a little bit if you can so your shoulders are better stacked. Okay, that looks good. And just concentrate on keeping these things your knees locked together so that the top one doesn't slide back. Okay, go ahead and roll and follow that hand with your head. Good. Okay, and you can come back and follow it. Just follow that hand with your head as you bring it back. Sorry, I need to get that bench moved and make more space. Okay, perfect. That was upper spinal floor twist. Okay, this is assisted hip lift. So go ahead and stand up. I'm going to reposition the mat for you. Okay. So this one, I want you on your back with your feet both on the wall. Your butt you want about right here or so that you can, we want a 90 at your hips and 90 at your knees. That looks pretty good. Okay, so sorry there's not enough room for your arm. I'll get this thing moved. But yeah, put your arms down at about 45-degree angle with your palms up. Perfect. And now just cross whichever side you want, cross one over. Yep, perfect. And now put a little pressure on your heel that's against the wall just so you're nice and stable there. And push your right knee towards the wall. Good. And then this is just a position we hold. All right, you can come out of it. Let's do the other side. A little pressure with your heel, more pressure pushing your knee towards the wall. Okay, great. That's the assisted hip lift. Next one is downward dog. Now, because I know you have some wrist problems, we're gonna try this slightly elevated. Let me move this mat out of the way. So why don't you come up to this bench, put your hands on the bench. Let's start on your knees. Okay. And now tuck your toes under because we're gonna stand up on them. Now push up.
I don't think I can do this.
Okay.
I'll try to roll downward dog.
Okay. Okay, so let's keep these hands a little, we want them right under your shoulders. Yep, there you go. That's perfect. Try to get a little bit of arch in your back if you can. Squeeze those thighs. Kind of sink this in. Sink your lower back down. Okay, that's great. Okay. Was that okay for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yep.
Great. Okay, you can just lay down on your back, just how you are right now. We're going to do some supine circles and foot flexes. Foot circles and flexes. Okay, so just pick a leg, grab behind the knee of one of your legs. We want to try to get your leg as parallel as we can. Perfect. So yeah, you don't need to lift it up, just let it hang there like that. You're kind of coming in to the side. See if you can square your foot off so it's your angle of your lower leg is straight. Okay, that's good. Now just start circling your foot.
Foot or my ankle?
Just generate all the motion in your foot and your ankle. You're not moving your knee or your lower leg. That's perfect. Great. Okay, now let's go in the other direction. No. There's 3 different... Is that the same direction or a different direction?
Different.
Okay, good. Okay, that's good. And then the last one on this side is I want you to point and then pull back. Perfect. Yep. And then we can do it on the other side. Okay, that looks good. Yep. You got it. Great. Okay. And the last one is air bench. So let's put your shoes on real quick. Okay, we got your shoes on. So you're basically going to be sitting at the wall with the wall supporting you and your feet supporting you. So to get in that position, you basically just want to keep your back and head against the wall and just start walking your feet out until we get your thighs as close to parallel with the ground as you're comfortable with. And you want to keep your lower back pressed against the wall, and you can do that by adjusting your hip position. You can roll your hips back to get just a little bit of tilt in your pelvis to get extra pressure against that wall. You feel like you got it?
Mm-hmm.
You can just sort of put your hands in your lap. Perfect. Are you able to go any lower?
Nope.
Okay. Then you can just push off the wall and come up out of that. Okay. Next time when you do that, maybe use your hands to push off the wall so you're not rolling off, because you could definitely tweak something.
Okay.
Great. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Yeah.